Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you watching this video. I am Annat Sharma from Oliveboard and I welcome you all to this free rankers batch. We are covering reports, MCQs related to the important reports from your exam point of view. Right, we have already covered the first session wherein we did around 50 questions. I hope you guys have attended that session. Today we are going to move on to the next 50 questions. Okay? I hope you have attended the previous classes. Good evening, Satyarth. How are you? ठीक है, so let us begin with our session for today. Fine, acha, apart from that, if you guys want to connect with me on Telegram, Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. You can connect with me over there. Okay, just type Mannat Educator. You will have access to the Telegram account. Okay, Anurag. Audio and video clear. That's fine. Very good evening to you. Let's start with our session over here. Now, whenever you give me the answer, please mention the number of the question. Okay. First question for today, 51st question. Which regions accounted for the highest share of India's exports and imports in quarter 1 financial year 25? Europe for exports, South Asia for imports, North America for exports, Northeast Asia, West Asia, ASEAN for imports, Middle East for exports, North America for imports, ASEAN for exports, EU and North America for imports, South America for both exports and imports. What is the answer? First question. Anurag and Satyarth have given me the answer as B. What about others? Anybody else who would like to answer? First question. The answer is B. Very good. North America for exports, Northeast Asia, West Asia and ASEAN for imports. ठीक है? Absolutely correct. हाँ चलिए 52nd question over here or second question over here. Which sectors primarily drove India's merchandise imports in quarter 1 financial year 25 and what percentage of total imports did they account for? Iron and steel 40%, mineral fuels and electrical machinery 56%, pharmaceuticals and chemicals 45%, textiles and apparel 30%, automobiles and electronics 50%. Good evening Muskan. What is the answer? Anurag and Satyarth have given me B as the answer. What about others? The answer to this question is B, absolutely correct. Mineral fuels and electrical machinery 56%. ठीक है? Absolutely correct. Okay. According to the Finance Ministry's quarterly external debt report of December 24, which of the following statements about India's external debt is correct? India's external debt stood at 648.7 billion US dollars in December 24, reflecting a 10.7% increase from December 23. The share of US dollar denominated debt in total external debt is the smallest among all currencies. C point, long-term external debt accounts for the majority of India's external debt, with short-term debt share increasing slightly to 19.4% in December 24. Debt service ratio increased significantly from 6.7% in September to 8% in December 2024. Non-financial corporations hold less than 10% of total external debt. What is the answer for 53rd question? C. All of you are saying C, which is absolutely correct. Long-term external debt accounts for the majority of India's external debt, with short-term debt share increasing slightly to 19.4% in December 24. Right? Which of the following statements correctly describes the institutional breakdown of India's external debt in December 24? Central government holds the majority share of external debt. Non-financial corporations account for 36.5% of total external debt. Other financial corporations hold more than 50% of total debt. Deposit taking corporations hold less than 5% of total debt. General government holds more than 40% of the total debt. 54th question. Anurag and Muskan say B. What about others? Satyarth, Anurag Singh, what is your answer? The answer is B. Non-financial corporations, they account for 36.5% of the total external debt. ठीक है? Okay, so yes, B is absolutely the correct answer. Now let's read this paragraph. Based on this, we have we have around 5 questions. Fiscal Health Index 2025 to assess the fiscal status of Indian states and promote policy reforms for sustainable and resilient growth. Report aims to guide sub-national fiscal management through a data-driven comparative evaluation of state finances. It is an annual publication that analyzes the fiscal health of 18 major Indian states based on data from the Comptroller and Auditor General for financial year 22-23. Index is part of a competitive governance initiative that encourages states to adopt reforms through fiscal incentives and performance-based benchmarking. Special category and Himalayan states are excluded from the current analysis. Based on this, we have 5 questions over here. First question, 55th question. The index is released by Ministry of Finance, MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, RBI, SEBI or NITI Aayog. Very easy question. 55th question, very easy. Which uh, organization, which ministry or institution calculates this fiscal health index? Any idea? So I've got E as the answer. Muskan is also saying E. Anurag is also saying E. Absolutely correct. Niti Aayog. Right? 56th question. Which state topped the fiscal health index 2025 and what is its key strength? Very easy question again. This was in news. We have also done it in the live mint analysis. Hai na? Goa excelling in capital expenditure. Chhattisgarh excelling in revenue mobilization, Odisha excelling in debt index and debt sustainability, Jharkhand excelling in non-tax revenue, Gujarat excelling in fiscal deficit management. Very easy question again. Hanji, what's the answer? Anurag has given me C as the answer. Anybody else who would want to answer? 56th question. C is absolutely correct. It is Odisha excelling in debt index and debt sustainability. ठीक है? Which of the following states face significant fiscal challenges according to Fiscal Health Index 2025? Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Kerala, Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Goa, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Goa. What is the answer? Question number 57. Anurag has given me B as the answer. I want others also to quickly give me the answer. ठीक है फटाफट से read the question and give me the answer. So correct answer is B. Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal and Kerala. Right? ठीक है? Absolutely correct. हाँ, common sense question due to freebies. ठीक है. Right. What is the primary objective of Fiscal Health Index initiative by NITI Aayog? To rank Indian states based solely on GDP contribution, to evaluate fiscal health, promote transparency, assist policymakers in improving fiscal sustainability, to determine tax rates for each state, to measure only debt levels of Indian states, to track inflation and unemployment at the state level. Very easy question again, 58th. Muskan says B, Anurag says C. No, the correct answer is B. ठीक है, Muskan absolutely correct. To evaluate fiscal health, promote transparency, assist policymakers in improving fiscal sustainability. If you see the first point solely on GDP contribution, whenever there are extreme statements, you have to cancel it out. So not A. ठीक है, to measure only debt levels, again extreme statement. To track inflation and unemployment at state level, no. Why? We already have organizations for this. To determine tax rates for each state, no. Why tax rates? Tax rates के लिए we have separate organizations. ठीक है? So again, this you could have used through elimination also, even if you didn't know about this. ठीक है? Which states excel in non-tax revenue mobilization according to Fiscal Health Index 2025 report? Odisha, Jharkhand, Goa, Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Goa, Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Odisha, Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. 59th question. What is your answer? Anurag says A. Anybody else? Muskan is saying E. The correct answer is A. Absolutely correct, Anurag. Odisha, Jharkhand, Goa, and Chhattisgarh. Okay, they have effectively mobilized non-tax revenue, averaging 21% of the total revenue. Fine. Chalo. 60th question. Which states excel in non-tax revenue mobilization according to Fiscal Health Index 2025 report? Odisha, Jharkhand. Acha, this is the same question only, है ना? So let's skip this question. 61st question. The Dash edition of Women and Men in India 2024 selected indicators and data was released by Dash on April 7, 2025. So which edition are we talking about of Women and Men in India 2024? 26th, 22nd, ठीक है, 27th or 25th, and which ministry? Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, or Women and Child Development, or Health, Social Justice, या फिर नीति आयोग? Women and Men in India 2024 selected indicators and data. This was released by which ministry and which edition are we talking about? Anurag says A. Anybody else? 61st question. Anybody else? The correct answer is A. Absolutely correct. Muskan Anurag, Mosby, and this is the 26th edition. Right? Right? Chalo. Which of the following statements about the Technology and Innovation Report 2025 by UNCTAD is correct? The report focuses on inclusive artificial intelligence for development and highlights that India ranks 36th in the Readiness for Frontier Technologies Index in 2024. The global AI market is projected to reach 1 trillion US dollars by 2033, and India ranks 10th globally in AI readiness. China leads global private AI investments with 67 billion US dollars in 2023, while US ranks second with 7.8 billion US dollars. India has the lowest number of developers on GitHub among top AI performing countries. All of the above. 62. Anurag is saying A or B. Anybody else who would want to answer? You have to identify the correct statements about technology and innovation report. So the answer for this question is A. Very good, Anurag Muskan. A is absolutely the correct answer. The focus is on inclusive artificial intelligence for development and highlights that India ranks 36th in the Readiness for Frontier Technologies Index in 2024. ठीक है? According to the policy paper Indian Agriculture to 2047, which of the following is projected about land use and agricultural production by the year 2047? Agricultural land is expected to increase from 180 MHA to 200 million hectares by 2047. Food demand in 2047 is projected to double, while demand for nutrient rich foods may triple or quadruple. Average land holding size is projected to increase from 1.08 hectares to 2.5 hectares. Cropping intensity is expected to decline from 156% to 140% by 2047. Agricultural policies will focus exclusively on rice and wheat to meet food security. So I have an answer to this question as B. Anybody else who would want to guess what is the answer for this question? So your answer is B. Absolutely correct. Food demand in 2047 is projected to double, while demand for nutrient rich foods may triple or quadruple. ठीक है, हेल्थ कॉन्शियसनेस जब से इंक्रीज हो रही है तब से this we might see a triple or quadruple increase in nutrient rich foods. Fine. Dash releases its biennial World Economic Outlook report. Global growth is expected to decline and downside risks are likely to intensify as major policy shifts unfold. Very easy question again. Who releases World Economic Outlook report? World Economic Forum, World Bank, IMF, ILO, or UNDP? 64th question. 64th question. Muskan is saying A, Anurag is saying C. So it is IMF. ठीक है, World Economic Outlook is released by IMF, not World Economic Forum. ठीक है, it is IMF. Very easy question. ठीक है, this is very important report from your exam point of view also, right? As per IMF's April 2025 World Economic Outlook, what is the revised global growth forecast for 2025? 3.5%, 2.8%, 3%, 2.5%, or 4%? A, B, C, D, or E? What is the answer? 65th question. What is revised global growth forecast for 25? 2.8%, B, which is absolutely correct. 2.8% is the forecast. ठीक है? अच्छा, if you want to, go through the details of this World Economic Outlook report and you haven't, then you can check out this YouTube video. You will find it in the Oliveboard YouTube channel. ठीक है? You can check this out. This is April 2025 IMF report. Check it out. ठीक है? If you want, I can share it also with me on the Telegram group. I'll share it with you on the Telegram group. If anybody is new here, then Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. You can connect over there. I will share the link of the class in this group. ठीक है? चलिए. Next question. The Global Financial Stability Report, again one of the most important reports. 2025 was released with the theme. What is the theme of this Global Financial Stability Report? Strengthening resilience in a post-pandemic world, enhancing resilience amid uncertainty, building sustainable global financial markets, tackling inflation and geopolitical risks, securing growth through monetary cooperation. Hanji. 66th question, I've received C as the answer. Anybody else? Muskan is also saying C, which is not correct. Okay, it was released. The theme was enhancing resilience and uncertainty. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Enhancing resilience amid uncertainty, reflecting challenges posed by tighter financial conditions, heightened geopolitical risks, and trade disruptions. ठीक है? So 66B, Odisha PSC wala has given me the correct answer. ठीक है? चलिए. Him enhancing resilience and uncertainty. Please download this PDF after this class and check the details of each and every report. Okay? According to IMF's growth at risk model in GFSR, Global Financial Stability Report 2025, what is the key finding about global financial system? Macroeconomic risks have declined due to resilient equity markets. Downside risks to growth have increased significantly. Trade tensions have no major impact on asset valuations. Non-bank financial intermediaries face reduced leverage risks. Sovereign bond markets remain unaffected by global debt levels. 67th question. So I've got B as the answer, which is absolutely correct. Downside risks to growth have increased significantly. Right? 68th question. Which of the following statements about the World Bank's poverty and equity brief is correct? Statement 1. Poverty and equity briefs are biannual reports released by World Bank during its spring and annual meetings with IMF. Statement 2. Primary aim of the briefs is to maintain global focus on poverty reduction efforts. Statement 3. The briefs consider only income poverty and do not include non income deprivation such as education or access to services. Statement 4. Inequality trends are tracked using measures such as the Gini index. The briefs provide poverty thresholds including $2.15 per day for extreme poverty, 3.65 per day for lower middle income, and 6.85 per day for upper middle income categories. Only statement 1 and 2 are correct. Only 1, 2, 4 are correct. 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are correct. Or only 3 and 4 are correct. What is the answer? What is the answer for this question? 68th question. I've got C as the answer, which is absolutely correct. Now, if you see over here, we have statement 1 correct, 2 correct, 4 and 5 correct. ठीक है, अभी तो this has been revised now. इसके बाद after this report, this has been revised to $3 per day. ठीक है, so your question is going to be changed in that case, right? ठीक है. So if you do not consider this update, then this one is correct, right? But now this has been changed, so it should have been something else. But this report came before the revision, okay? ठीक है, चलिए. According to World Bank's poverty and equity briefs, which of the following is true about India's poverty and inequality trends? India's extreme poverty declined from 16.2% in 2011-12 to 2.3% in 2023. Using $3.65 per day, lower middle income line poverty fell from 61.8% to 28.1%. India's consumption based Gini index improved from 28.8 to 25.5 in 2023. Youth unemployment is 13.3%, rising to 29% among tertiary education graduates. E, all of the above. You have to identify the true statement out of these. Hanji, what is the answer? 69th question. C, E, the correct answer is E, all of the above. Okay, so all of them are correct. Extreme poverty declined from 16.2 to 2.3. Using the 3.65 per day lower middle income line, poverty fell from 61.8 to 28.1. Gini index improved from 28.8 to 25.5. And youth unemployment is 13.3%, rising to 29%. Okay, so E is the correct answer. Okay, Muskan? How has rural and urban extreme poverty changed in India from 2011-12 to 22-23? Rural में 18.4%, which has decreased to 2.8%, urban 10.7 to 1.1%, rural 20% to 5%, urban 15 to 2%, rural 25 to 10%, urban 12 to 4%, rural 18.4 to 10%, urban 10.7 to 5%, or rural 15 to 5, urban 10 to 3. Question number 70. Anurag says D. Anybody else? Urisha Wala is saying A. The correct answer is A. Absolutely correct. Rural में 18.4 to 2.8, it has declined. Urban में 10.7 to 1.1%. ठीक है. Question number 71. What is the trend in India's multi-dimensional poverty index and consumption-based Gini index? MPI declined from 60 to 20%. Gini worsened from 28.8 to 32. MPI declined from 53.8% to 16.4%. Gini improved from 28.8 to 25.5%. MPI remained at 53.8%. Guinea improved from 30 to 25. MPI declined from 40 to 15. Guinea unchanged at 28.8. MPI declined from 50 to 10. Guinea increased to 35. 71st question. What is your answer? Anurag is saying B. Anybody else? Everyone B, which is absolutely correct. MPI declined from 53.8% to 16.4%. Guinea improved from 28.8 to 25.5. Which of the following statements about employment and gender disparities in India are correct? Female employment rate is 31%, with 234 million more men in paid work. Youth unemployment is 13.3%, rising to 29% among tertiary graduates. Self employment is rising, especially among rural workers and women. Only 23% of non farm paid jobs are formal. All of the above. Hanji, 72nd question. You have to identify the correct statements out of these. C, E. Anybody else? The right answer is E. All of the above are correct. Okay. Global Trade Outlook and Statistics. April 2025 report is released by IMF, World Bank, WTO, UNCTAD or OECD. Global Trade Outlook and Statistics of April 2025 report. 73rd question. By IMF, World Bank, WTO, UNCTAD या फिर Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. WTO, C. Anybody else? C, which is absolutely correct. So, Global Trade Outlook and Statistics, WTO. Okay? Absolutely correct. Consider the following statement. World Social Report 2025 released by IMF. The report reveals trends that are threatening communities and demand immediate, decisive policy action. This year theme is a new policy consensus to accelerate social progress. You have to identify the correct answer. All are correct, all are incorrect, only two, two and three, or one and two. 74C, only two. Anybody else? The correct answer is D, only 2 and 3. Okay? So only 2 and 3 are correct. Okay? Okay. So this report is not released by IMF, it is released by UNDESA. Okay? United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. UNDESA. Okay? Baki both are correct, only this one statement was wrong. Consider the following statements. Poverty and Equity briefs, a report released by World Economic Forum. Second, the report highlights poverty, shared prosperity, and inequality trends for only Asian countries. Report measured inequality by following Phillips curve. All are correct, all are incorrect, only two and three, or one and two. Very easy question. 75th question, very, very easy. We've done this before also, thoda sa ye wala part hai na? First and second. What is the answer? So if you see here, poverty and equity free briefs, it is not released by World Economic Forum, it is released by World Bank. है ना? Report highlights poverty, shared prosperity, inequality trends only for Asian countries. Why only? I've already told you that whenever words like only are there, then these are very extreme words, so you can just eliminate this. Okay? And report measured inequality by following Phillips curve. Phillips curve is the relationship between inflation and unemployment. Inflation and unemployment is this relation of Phillips curve. Inequality measured by Gini index or Lawrence curve. है ना? So all are incorrect over here. ठीक है? B is the correct answer. हाँ, तो B is the correct answer, not C Anurag, not D Muskan. B, all are incorrect. ठीक है? Fine. According to World Bank's Poverty and Equity Brief, which are the top 5 Indian most populous states, represented 65% of India's extreme poor in 2011-12. By 22-23, these states contributed to two-thirds of the overall decline in extreme poverty. उत्तर प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल, मध्य प्रदेश, और हरियाणा, राजस्थान, वेस्ट बंगाल, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, और कर्नाटका, यूपी, मध्य प्रदेश, बिहार, तमिलनाडु, या फिर उत्तर प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, असम, वेस्ट बंगाल, मध्य प्रदेश, और वेस्ट बंगाल, मध्य प्रदेश, त्रिपुरा, बिहार, यूपी. 76th question. I've got A as the answer. Anybody else? A or D? The correct answer is A. यूपी, महाराष्ट्र, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल एंड मध्य प्रदेश. ठीक है? A is the correct answer. 77th question. According to NITI Aayog report on automotive industry, what is India's current global rank in the production of automobiles? Second, third, fourth, fifth, or 10th? What is the answer? Please mention the question number whenever you write an answer, Shriram. Okay? Was this for 76th or 77th? A or E, second or 10th? Acha. 77C, fourth. Anurag is saying B, third. The correct answer is C. Okay, so only got one answer. Okay, the answer is fourth. Okay, fourth rank. India has emerged as the fourth largest global producer after China, US, and Japan, with an annual production of nearly 6 million vehicles. Okay, तो पहला China, then US, then Japan, and then India. Okay, चलो. According to WTO's April 2025 report, what is the expected change in world merchandise trade volume, goods trade volume? Increased by 4%, declined by 0.2%, increased by 2.9%, declined by 3%, or remains unchanged? हाँ जी. 78th question. So the correct answer is declined by 0.2%. ठीक है, not C, but the answer is B, declined by 0.2%. ठीक है, okay. हाँ, B is the correct answer. Yes, Shriram. 79th question. Which of the following is not part of IMF's recommended policy toolkit to mitigate financial stability risks? Reducing monetary policy transparency, emerging liquidity and crisis resolution tools, strengthening the prudential supervision and regulation, enhancing risk assessment of bank non bank linkages, scenario analysis and stress testing for geopolitical risks. Not part of IMF's recommended policy toolkit to mitigate financial stability risks. 79th question. Sriram says E. Odisha wala is saying A. Anurag is also saying A. Yash is saying A. The correct answer is A. Reducing monetary policy transparency. Obviously, this is by common sense only you could have done this, है ना? ठीक है, why would they say that reduce transparency? है ना? According to 2025 Global Financial Stability Report, what is the key concern related to non-bank financial intermediaries? Their role in supporting sovereign bond markets, their increasing leverage and links to the banking sector, their lack of involvement in hedge fund activities, their significant investment in agricultural commodities, their role in managing crypto asset risks. Question number 80. What is the answer? B, B, B. The correct answer is B, increasing leverage and links to the banking sector. Very good. According to WEO Economic Outlook, April 2025, global growth is projected to fall from 3.3% in 2024 to what percentage in 2025 under reference forecast? 2.5, 2.8, 3, 1.7 or 4? According to this World Economic Outlook report of April 2025, what percentage in 2025 under the reference forecast? Projected to fall from 3.3% to 2.5, 2.8, 3, 1.7 or 4? 81st question, answer is B, 2.8%. ठीक है, absolutely correct, 2.8%. What percentage of global emissions in 2019 came from the poorest 50% of the population? 12%, 25, 37, 80 or 35? 82B you are saying, Shriram? John is saying C. Urichawala is saying A. Acha, so I have got many answers now. The answer is A, 12%. Absolutely correct, all of you. The third question. In June 2025, Cushman and Wakefield, headquartered in Illinois, in USA, published its 2025 Global Data Center Market Comparison Report. Among Asian cities, Dash leads the Asia Pacific region and is the only Indian city featured in the global top 10 rankings for data center capacity under construction. Mumbai, Bengaluru, Indore, Delhi, or Chennai? A, B, A. The correct answer is Mumbai. ठीक है? Mumbai leads the Asia Pacific region. Okay, not Bengaluru but Mumbai. ठीक है? Which organization releases the Global Education Monitoring Report and what is the theme of its 24-25 edition? UNDP, Bridging Global Learning Gaps. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, Education for Sustainable Futures. UNESCO, Leadership in Education, Lead for Learning. World Bank, Inclusive Education for All. ILO, Education and Workforce Equity. Hanji, which organization releases this Global Education Monitoring Report? And what was the theme of this edition 24-25? 84th question. I have C, 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 B. John is saying the correct answer is C. Okay, it is UNESCO, Leadership in Education, Lead for Learning. Okay, John, the correct answer is C. Everybody is giving me the correct answer. UNESCO. Okay. Which organizations jointly release the Climate Change Performance Index and what is India's rank in the 2025 edition? UNEP, IPCC, WWF, India's rank is 8th. UNFCCC, IEA, Greenpeace, 9th rank. German Watch, New Climate Institute, Climate Action Network International, India ranked 10. World Bank, OECD, Arena, India ranked 11. Or IPCC, WMO, UNEP, 12th rank. Which organizations jointly release this Climate Change Performance Index? And what is India's rank? 85th question, I've got C as the answer from two people here. Then, okay, Muskan is also saying C, which is absolutely correct. German Watch, New Climate Institute, Climate Action Network International, and the rank of India is 10th. Okay? Consider the following statements and choose the correct answer. Ministry of Education released the Performance Grading Index 2.0 report for 22-23 and 23-24, ranking states and UTs on school education. Chandigarh topped the index while Meghalaya was at the bottom. The new version aligns with NEP 2020 and assesses performance across 73 indicators in 6 key domains. A and B or all are correct. What is the answer? A, B, C, D, or E? 86 E, C, or E? C, C, the correct answer is E. All are correct. Okay, so all three statements are correct. Fine. Chaliye. Which of the following domains are covered under Performance Grading Index 2.0 report released by Ministry of Education? Learning outcomes, access, infrastructure and facilities, equity, governance processes, teacher education and training, curriculum design, research, innovation, access, digital learning, governance, literacy, higher education, skill development, governance and finance, infrastructure, health, access, digital governance, financial support, only learning outcomes, infrastructure and teacher education. Eighty-seventh question, A, E. The correct answer is A. Learning outcomes, access, infrastructure and facilities, equity, governance processes, teacher education and training. Okay? 88th question. Which of the following statements best describes the key findings and trends of PGI 2.0 report 2023-24? All states achieved the top Daksh and Utkarsh bands in 23-24, reflecting uniform improvement across India. Learning outcomes improved significantly across all states, eliminating foundational literacy gaps. While 24 states and UTs improved their scores, none reached the Daksh or Utkarsh bands, indicating persistent gaps in quality and learning outcomes. Meghalaya was among the top performers, achieving Prachesht 1 grade due to better infrastructure. Report focused only on digital education and excluded equity or governance indicators. So, key findings of this PGI 2.0. Hanji, what is the correct answer? 88th question. C, B, or C? The correct answer is C. Okay? While 24 states UTs improved their scores, none reached the Dakshin Utkarsh bands, indicating persistent gaps in quality and learning outcomes. You could have, used the elimination technique also to answer this question, even if you didn't know. Meghalaya among the top performers, no. अभी पिछले question में भी we had seen, so de-eliminated. The report focused only on digital education, so only is an extreme word, so eliminate this also. All states achieved the top Dakshin Utkarsh banks. This is also very extreme. All states kaise hai na? This is also wrong. Learning outcomes improved significantly across all states, eliminating foundational literacy gaps. Eliminate so is a very extreme word again. So this also cancels. So your answer is C. Okay, this is how you can use the elimination technique to answer. Okay. Which international organization released the report titled Global Drought Outlook Trends, Impacts, and Policies to Adapt to a Drier World in June 2025? World Bank, IMF, OECD, WMO, or UNEP? Hanji. 89th question. John has given me D as the answer. Muskan, D. Urisha wala. C. Shriram, C. The correct answer is C. It is OECD. Okay? So, Global Drought Outlook, Trends, Impacts, and Policies to Adapt to a Drier World, OECD. Right? According to OECD Global Drought Outlook report, the global economic costs linked to droughts are projected to increase by how much by 2035 if adaptation measures are not implemented? 15%, 25, 35, 50, or 60%? Hanji, what is the answer? 35% C, which is absolutely correct. 35% is the correct answer. Which of the following statements is correct according to OECD Global Drought Outlook report of 2025? Only developing countries face drought related economic losses. Droughts account for 6% of global natural disasters but cause 34% of disaster related deaths. Report was prepared solely by World Meteorological Organization. Drought frequency is expected to decline under a plus 4 degrees Celsius warming scenario. The agriculture sector remains least affected by drought related damages. Again, you can solve this answer just by elimination technique. Again, this question is very easy. You can eliminate and then get an answer. 91st question. What is the answer? John has given me B as the answer. Shriram B. Urisha wala also B, which is absolutely correct. है ना? If you see the first statement, only developing countries. ऐसा है क्या? सिर्फ developing countries. जमीन developed countries के पास नहीं है क्या? फिर the report was prepared solely by WMO. Again, extreme statement तो गलत हो गया ये. Right? Then drought frequency is expected to decline under a 4-degree warming scenario. Warming से decline होगा कि increase होगा? Again, eliminate. Agriculture sector remains least affected. भाई agriculture sector ही तो most affected रहेगा because of drought है ना? So your answer is B. ठीक है? This is how you can use your elimination technique and then answer. ठीक है? Okay. And who published the report? OECD, not WMO. Fine? Chalo. World Economic Forum, headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, releases the Global Energy Transition Index annually in collaboration with Dash. तो क्या है इसका आंसर? किसके साथ कोलैबोरेट करके करते हैं? Collaboration with Accenture, Amazon, Google, Flipkart या फिर Google इसमें. The index assesses countries' performance and readiness for achieving a secure, equitable, and sustainable energy future. India ranked Dash in this ETI 2025. What was India's rank? 71st, 72nd, 73rd, 74th, या 63rd? With a score of 53.3 out of 100, marking a drop of 8 positions from its 2024 rank 63rd. है ना? अब तो you can easily calculate this, है ना? It has become very easy now. ठीक है, ये करके तो बहुत इजी हो गया आंसर आपका. However, India was noted for the largest improvement in energy access among major economies, though it still needs progress in transition readiness parameters. Dash retained the top position in ETI 2025. Sweden, Japan, China, Russia और Sweden इनमें से. Very easy question, you can easily solve it, है ना? Followed, Dash retained the top position in ETI 2025 with a score of 77.5, followed by Finland, Denmark, Norway, and Switzerland. Sweden continues to lead globally due to its strong renewable energy infrastructure, low emissions intensity, and policy consistency. Again, very easy हो गया इसका आंसर, है ना? तो your answer is A. E कहाँ से कह रहे हैं आप? यहाँ पे आप खुद देखिए कितना इजी आंसर हो गया था. यहाँ पे लिखा था कि ड्रॉप by 8 positions from 2024 rank, 63rd पोजीशन थी. अब आपने ड्रॉप किया है इससे 8 पोजीशंस, यानी कि 63 प्लस 8 क्या हुआ? 71. 71st रैंक हो गया ना. एंड यहाँ पे भी डैश रिटेन द टॉप पोजीशन आउट ऑफ दीज. यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिख दिया कि स्वीडन कंटिन्यूज टू लीड ग्लोबली ड्यू टू इट्स स्ट्रॉन्ग रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. तो स्वीडन हो गया टॉप पे, है ना? तो ये ई कहाँ से आ गया आपका आंसर? आंसर इज ए. ठीक है, ये तो पढ़ के ही बहुत इजी हो गया था क्वेश्चन, है ना? ठीक है, चलिए. According to ETI 2025 report, which country among the following recorded the highest ever rank of 12th position due to robust innovation and clean energy investments? Japan, South Korea, China, UAE or Latvia? 12th position due to robust innovation and clean energy investments. Japan, South Korea, China, UAE or Latvia? 93rd E, John is saying. Anybody else? Urisha wala is saying B. The correct answer is C. कि ना E है ना B है. The answer is China. ठीक है. China achieved its highest ever rank, 12th in this ETI 2025 with a score of 67.5, making it the top performer in emerging Asia. Right? ठीक है जी. चलो, 94th question. Which Indian institution has emerged as the highest ranked Indian university in the QS World University Rankings 2026? Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, or JNU? 93rd question, B or D? अच्छा, we are doing 94th question, है ना? A, John and Urisha wala have given me A as the answer, but that is wrong. The answer is C, IIT Delhi. ठीक है? तो IIT Delhi is India's top performing institution in the QS University rankings of 2026, 123rd global rank. ठीक है? This is the correct answer. Which university topped the QS World University Rankings 2026 globally? Which university? Globally पूछा है अब, है ना? Stanford University, USA, University of Oxford, UK, Imperial College London in UK, Harvard University, USA, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, USA. 95th question. Globally, who has topped? Which university has topped? 95E. Anybody else? Sriram is saying C. Muskan is saying E. The correct answer is MIT, USA. So E is the correct answer. ठीक है? So MIT retained its top global position for the 14th consecutive year in this university rankings, achieving a perfect score of 100, followed by Imperial College London 99.4, Stanford 98.9, Oxford 97.9 and Harvard fifth rank 97.7. ठीक है? As per QS World University Rankings 2026, which of the following statements is correct regarding India's representation? 46 Indian universities featured in 2026, same as 25. India became the third most represented country in the world rankings. 54 Indian universities were ranked, including 12 IITs, making India the fourth most represented country. India's total representation declined compared to 2025. Only 8 IITs were included in 2026 rankings. Answer 96C, Shridham is saying. Muskan C. Rishawala C. The correct answer is C. 54 Indian universities were ranked, including 12 IITs, making India the fourth most represented country. बिल्कुल ठीक. Which of the following Indian institutions entered the top 200 globally for the first time in these rankings 2026? IIT Bombay, Madras, Kharagpur, Bengaluru, Roorkee. Top 200 globally for the first time. 97D, 97E. The correct answer is B. IIT Madras. ठीक है, not E, not D. Shriram has given me the correct answer B. ठीक है, IIT Madras, not Bengaluru. उड़ीसा वाला. ठीक है. 98th question. Which of the following statements regarding the rankings methodology is correct? Sustainability carries a weightage of 10%. Academic reputation 40% weightage under research and discovery. Employability and outcomes carry 20% weightage. Learning experience has no specific indicator weightage. Global engagement contributes 25% of the total score. 98th question. 98th B, A, B. The correct answer is C. Not even A, not even B. The answer is C. Employability and outcomes carry a 20% weightage. ठीक है? Okay, research and discovery 50%, employability outcomes 20%, global engagement 15, learning experience 10, sustainability 5%. ठीक है? Okay. The hunger hotspots FAO WFP early warning on acute food insecurity June to October 2025 Outlook report was jointly released by which organizations? UNDP and International Fund for Agriculture Development, Food and Agriculture Organization and World Food Program, UNEP and World Bank, World Health Organization and World Food Program, FAO and United Nations Children's Fund. What is the answer? 99th question. This is the second last question. Only one question is left. So give me your answer very, very quickly, everyone. 99 A or B? Acha. Odisha wala is saying B. Shubham is saying B. Anybody else? The correct answer is B. FAO and World Food Program. ठीक है, तो B है आपका correct answer. Not E, Muskan. B. Not E. Not D, John. But the answer is FAO and World Food Program. Last question for today. Which of the following countries were categorized as countries of highest concern in the 2025 Hunger Hotspots Report? Countries of highest concern: Sudan, South Sudan, Mali, Palestine, Haiti, Yemen, Nigeria, Chad, and Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Lebanon, and Malawi, Myanmar, Burkina Faso, Niger, Zambia, Congo, Syria, Lesotho, and Zimbabwe. 100th question. What is your answer? Last question for the day. John says A. Urisha Wala is saying A. Anybody else? Shriram is saying A. Muskan, what about you? Muskan is also saying A, which is absolutely correct. Sudan, South Sudan, Mali, Palestine, Haiti. ठीक है? Alright, so that is all from my side for today, everyone. Thank you so much. ठीक है, we are going to meet up in the next session. We have covered 100 questions now. The next 50 questions we are going to cover in the next class. ठीक है? If there is any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll end the session over here. If there is anyone new, you can connect with me on Telegram. Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. If you want, you can connect with me over there. ठीक है, कोई डाउट है so you can ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, we are going to end the session over here. ठीक है? Thank you so much, everyone. Keep studying. Wish you all the best, and I will see you all in my next one. ठीक है? Bye bye. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., let's meet up with the live mint analysis. I hope you guys are attending that as well. Okay? Hanji, what are you trying to ask, Urisha wala? Ma'am, application for monthly current affairs free section. This is going to be uploaded on the Oliveboard app. ठीक है, this particular PDF will be uploaded. Check out the pre-rankers batch, rapid revision wala batch mein this will be available. Okay, please check it out over there. Fine, is that okay? Check it out and let me know. If you do not find it, then just text me on Telegram and somebody's going to help you with that wherever you can find this. Okay, chalo then, thank you and have a good evening to all of you. Have a good night and keep studying. All the best.